I was sharing this thing with one of my mentees the other day. I saw it at the, it's January, so couple of weeks ago at this during New Year. People post different things, and I saw this little thing that said it's a math equation. It said 1.00. If you not multiply, but if you raise that to the power of 365, because there's 365 days in a year, but just that one, but no extra trying, that just 0 is like, you still come up with, you can multiply one by itself 1,000 times, it'll still be one. But if you take 1.01,
that thing on blah blah.
Right, 1.01, and you do that times 365.
Yeah.
Consistently, it's like 37 at the end of the year. It's 37 point something, and it just goes to that trying that you're speaking of, because a lot of us, we don't even try. We stay at baseline and we just keep doing the same old, every day, but expecting a different result. But putting in, even if it's just a little 1% of an effort, 0.01 is 1%.
Right.
Right. Even if it's just 1% effort extra that you could put in on today, it'll make such a difference, if you continue.
You're right. And I was actually I actually start my mornings off with just listening something or meditating. And this is the great, amazing point they made. And they said, if you wake up without a task in your life and you just freely go, that's where you figure out ways to take the task of being down on yourself and like going into depression, because you don't have a task to become better or improve yourself, or just do something that you are passionate about every day. And it brings me to this point. If you make it a task to do something just good for you, forget anybody else, just once a day. And people think a task is like, I gotta go flip my bed over and go build a new table on a wall.
Yeah.
If you want to learn a new word, learn a new word.
Wow.
If you want to look at an article that's fulfilling to you, then look at the new article.
Right.
Do better than yesterday and don't look back.
Right.
And so I live by the philosophy of this. I want to look better, feel better, and do better. That's my philosophy. So if I did something for, I just made these things switch days. Look better, feel better, do it better. If I did one of these a day, by the end of the year, how far you think I would be? That's that 0.1.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Look better, feel better, do better. That's covers so many things. And I'm not talking about anything massive. If you want to look better, okay, maybe you try some different type of things that you rub on your face.
Right.
That you was just afraid of or didn't want to get. Whatever. Maybe you didn't want to work out. You afraid because you may be big and you don't want to see how other people look in the gym. Well, you started walking. Just up your stairs.
Right.
It might only be 3 stairs, but I tried. I went up them 3 or 4 times. Okay. All right. I want to feel better. All right. I might not have enough money or even insurance to talk to a therapist. Yeah. All right. So what I started to do, I start feeling down. I start encouraging somebody else, or I'll put something on. I'll put a little sticky note. I'll put it on my mirror. Okay. So I'm feeling better. Okay. I want to do better. All right. Maybe my KPIs, and I got an asshole boss. All right. But I was at 88%, but I did 89%. You may not have got to 100%, but you got 89% and you did better. You better compliment yourself. You better pat yourself on the back and say anything, and forget what everybody else is thinking. You're going to get better. You do better than yesterday, and you keep doing those things. Just a little something. Just pick one of those 3. You tell me in 365 days your life ain't better. I don't know what to tell you. I bet your income gonna get better. your attitude is gonna get better. And when your attitude is better, you're gonna attract somebody else better. So if you got problems with your relationships because you've been down and depressed anyway, so you're gonna attract another depressed person. But if you're getting better, guess what? You're gonna attract another better person.
Right.
And when you start looking better, you're gonna be more confident in yourself anyway. So it's gonna knock all these to go. It's gonna knock all these to go up anyway. So you can't tell me after that 365, you're not gonna be killing this shit. I'm just saying. Don't get me started today. I'm
telling you. Man, you preaching today, man.
I'm just saying.
No,
and when I say these things, I say I'm doing it for me too. Like my areas of opportunity. Like in that interview, my interview that you watch. How do you self-care?
Right.
Self-care. Listen to the words. I have to do better with self-care for me. Yes.
Yeah.
But that takes me consciously doing that. And if you take care of self, you can't tell me.
Yeah.
Things around you ain't gonna get better because you're gonna be better. The better you was.
Right. Even self-care is, is a better you. It could be that 0.1. That additional 0.1,
bro. That 0.1, I like that 0.1, bro. I like that.
I'm gonna send it to you, man.
Yeah,
the visual of it, but yeah, like it's amazing. I love just the perspective. I love the mindset. Let's talk about something that we mentioned a little bit about how you just encouraging people, and how it also encourages you. And also, you could just get into conversation with somebody, and before you know it, you're getting encouraged, they're getting encouraged, and the both of you are just, just building off of each other, and just feeding off of each other. And that's an amazing thing, because it's similar, I believe, or it has similar attributes to what I try to do with this platform of mine, this podcast of, bringing people that I feel are doing amazing things, great things, and just highlighting, their success, how they got there, and saying, hey, you might not even think that this is anything, because you remember I was telling you about even Goke, and a lot of people, when I go to them, sometimes they're like, oh, what have I done that's great? What do you mean? You want to put me on an interview called Highlighting Greatness? What have I done? Like, come back to me when I made $1 million. Come back when I did this. Come back when I did that. And I'm like, nah, even what you did already, like, you might not see it. You might not even see it like that. But what you've gone through, what you've built already is amazing. It ain't until you become X, Y, and Z that I want to be saying, oh, let's celebrate you now. No, I think that this is amazing, and so it encourages them, and by me putting it out there, I hope it can encourage others. And obviously it encourages me, and I can see that, and I'll be like, wow, but I'm very interested in that space of encouraging each other and building together, growing together, because that's something that you talked about, not here yet, but in the interview that I saw of yours, how it's just, instead of focusing on the negativity and us pulling each other down and all this, it's why can't we just come together? And that is what you're doing, and that is what the purpose of this is. So can you talk about that from the perspective of how you've used that to, obviously we know how you've used that to build other people, but like how you seek to continue to do that, and just like, on that whole.
All right, so when I get more feedback and interaction from men than women.
Okay.
For the most part, women, if it's something good a woman's doing, they'll encourage people. But as guys, you ask a guy, hey, what you do today? Man, I just worked, I was chilling, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, girl. Well, what she do? Girl, I went here, bro. I got a coupon there. Girl, did you know that? It's a lot more detailed.
Yeah.
And for the most part, we're just shut off from a lot of things.
Yeah.
But when I go out there with a sign It's basically I'm naked emotionally. In terms of like, it's like if you feeling it, it means it's a mirror of you, of how you feeling or how you felt. And for you to actually say, bro, you woke up something in me. We already on a plane of just openness.
Yeah, commonality.
Right. So as we engage, you already got the gem from me. And we start talking, and you thinking I'm about to drop you gems, but you're dropping me gems. And I'm like, bro, I didn't know that. Or bro, I didn't look at it like that. And so I threw something in your toolbox, and you threw something in my toolbox. So then you might have came with just the, you know how when you the groundsman, all they give you is a shovel.
Okay.
But then after you get good at it, they let you get the rake. And after you get the rake, all right, let's test them on the tractor today. And the next thing you know, you might become the foreman.
Right.
After you're the foreman, you become the project manager. As you become the project manager, you become the civil engineer. And it's so forth, so forth, so forth, so forth. And so if we keep adding, if he only had the shovel that day, I happened to give him the rake.
Right.
After I gave him the rake, he had known somebody that actually had a little level. So I can look at things a little bit more. I was used to trying to eyeball it, but now I can look at it on an even plane and make it accurate, a lot more accurate. Think about if I try and, there's a lot of everything on this thing I tried to put together had all Phillips heads, but I was doing with a flathead screwdriver. How much longer is it going to take?
Yeah.
So I heard you, brother. You had that flathead. Let me give you this Phillips head.
Right.
And we do that as a collective, but you actually have to be humble to give and humble to receive at the same time. And I don't think I'm better than anyone, and I'm not.
Right.
I'm not the most knowledgeable person ever. I don't have any type of background in psychology or any type of training and nothing in terms of, you know, what I do. But I am getting the training. I'm getting the training in life. I'm getting the training with people like you. I'm getting the training speaking to your friends. I'm getting interacting because I'm taking everything that they impart right back to me, and then I'm giving right back to you. So we're just exchanging tools, my brother. But the cool about it, if we're exchanging tools, we're not giving that tool away. It just life got its own way of just duplicating that mug. It's like magic.
Yeah, and we all grow. We all come up together. You know, like what hit me when you were saying that about you have to be humble to give. I think I understand what you're trying to say. Is like the type of selfless giving that you're trying to do, to where like, yo, it's not even about you. Where you were talking, you know, to us last week about, well, if what if the message doesn't get received? What if this? What if that? What if you're like, it's the intent isn't even about you at all. It's not about, you know, and that's why you're saying you have to be humble to even give, you know. And it reminds me of just, I have a friend of mine, you know, he used to work for me, you know, some years back, and now he's kind of a mentee. And I was talking to him last week, and he's just somebody that came to me, you know, humbly, you know, seeking some type of guidance and direction. And yo, I took him under my wings. You know, he was a good kid. He is a good kid. And I was talking to him last week, and this just reminds me of that. It's something I told him. I told him like, yo, because he was thanking me, you know, just for, you know, he'll call me every now and then just to run things by me and just, you know, tell me about, you know, what he's trying to do, you know, getting into school and, you know, going for his career, you know, or trying to get, you know, his career started and things like that. And so he was thinking, I'm like, yo, don't even mention it. Like I'm humbled to be able to do this for you. I'm like, I'm blessed to be able to do it. And one thing I told him was like, if I'm able to give you something that makes you better, if I'm able to, like, even if I can put you on something that makes you, that takes you farther than I have gone, yo, I'm down for it. Like, it's not about, oh, I'm up here and I need you to stay down here. Like, and I'm only gonna give you a little bit, you know, just to keep. No, like I told him, I wish I was getting what I wish I was your age and knowing what I know now that I'm trying to give you, that I'm trying to impart onto you. You know, and so if you can take that and even surpass me, by all means, like that'll be amazing. I would love that. Like I want to see you succeed. I want to see you grow. I want to see you like make it and get there and like do all of these things, you know, and it just reminds you, that's what I think you mean by that. You got to be humble to give.
Yeah, yeah. That's why that's why I said be selfless about it, because if you're worried about what somebody, I don't even want to go there.
Yeah, you can't be.
Just
Like,
do it. Just do it, please.
yeah. You know, like this guy came to me when I happened to be in a position of authority. You know, I over him at the job that we were both doing years back. He needed a job. I hired him. You know, and it wasn't just that, but he always kept coming to me, right? And I could have very well, oh man, like don't like go talk to somebody else. I'm blah 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 blah, or you know, like I don't have time. I'm so busy. I'm so this. I'm so that. Like, you know, but I saw somebody. It was like I saw a bit of myself in him. You know, and when you see somebody just reaching out for, they don't want your money.
Right.
He didn't want nothing that beyond the job. He already had the job, but beyond that, he wasn't trying to get. He just wanted to get there. He just had this hunger in him. He just had this desire to be better and to get there, and just working 2 jobs, putting himself through school, immigrant, all of this stuff, just hustling. Like, and I'm like, yo, I if I can pour into you and help you get there, bro, that's all that's a reward enough for me. Like seeing you win.
Bro, listen. The thing about, if you help everybody win, what does that make you?
Bro, I win too.
Right. Man.
But people don't get that. There's a lot of people that will be up here, see you down here. They don't want to give you, they don't want to reach back and even give you a ladder. Forget pulling you up. They don't even want to give you a ladder or give you a roadmap or give you like, they want you to like, and I see it in my culture. I see it all around. I've unfortunately, and that's one of the things, I told you about my man Goke, and when I didn't have anything, man, this man reached out for me.
So beautiful, bro. That was so beautiful.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate that there's just not that mindset isn't more common, isn't more normalized, of building each other up and just wanting to see your fellow brother win.
But bro, the thing about it is, the reason why it isn't normalized is because we're not trying hard enough. And when I say we're, I'm talking about in terms of you as an individual. What are you doing? Because if you look at all these little groups that have risen up to power, and I'm talking about the ones that are, the ones that are negatively objectified are the ones that, you got your people, you got your Proud Boys, you got your Antifas. These are for whatever agendas they got, whatever the case it may be. I'm not with it, whatever. But they saw something, they got a common idea, and they work together to do it. So why can't we do that for something good? It's the only reason why. The only reason why is you ain't trying, you ain't trying, and you ain't reaching out to other people to make that bond, to make that happen.
Yeah.
So just as there can be a negative group, there can be a positive group.
Right.
And we're not working together enough. And it starts with you. Work on yourself to get better, because you can't work together with someone else to propel something positive if you're not positive yourself. And I'm not saying you got to be all, no. Are you progressively working on you? Okay, if you're progressively working on you, you can actually progressively work with someone else to help someone else too.
All right.
If all these negative groups can come together and form whatever I'm talking about quick and huge.
Yeah.
You don't think you can go for positivity too? Or something good?
Right.
Oh, maybe I'm crazy. No, you get what I'm saying? And then you say it feels good. It feels amazing. It feels amazing.
Oh yeah.
We just gotta connect with not we, but in general, if you feel this way, whoever's out there, you gotta just connect with the people that feel the same way you do. And if it's negative, I'm sorry, you just gotta go. I mean, it's just we're not gonna fellowship with downing people. We're not gonna fellowship with being a gatekeeper of people that are more talented in that area than you, and you trying to hold them back because you scared. Man, if that person is more talented than you and you're the one that put them on, what does that make you? They're gonna put
you. Yeah. You're a P. Diddy. You're a Puffy. You're like, yo. But a lot of people, man. So let's not focus on that. But definitely, we need to do better. We need to like improve on ourselves, and we need to keep making these connections and just come together.
Yep.
Just come together and for the good, just for the betterment of each other, and see how can I help you grow?
Yep.
How can I help you, advance and succeed and get to where you're trying to go? Like, what can I do to help you? And in that you're getting some as well. Like we both.
I'm with you. I'm with you 100%, bro. Like,
yeah,
I'm with you 100%.
It's amazing, man. Let me ask you this, man. We've talked real kind of philosophical. Tell me about some of the. Do you remember the first day that you went out with a sign? That one took you out?
Hey,
ain't nobody ever asked you that on an interview?
Look. No, I know they've asked me. They're like, how'd you feel when you started going out? It's the same thing or whatever. Man, I don't know what I was thinking, bro. Honestly, I don't know. And the first place I took it to was a place that you actually saw me at.
Okay.
It was 5015 was the first place I took my sign to.
Okay.
And the second place was Urban Social.
What was that first day like when you went out there?
The first day, I kind of blacked out in a way.
Okay.
In the sense of I didn't care because I had gotten rid of my fear. And if you ever hear Will Smith talk about getting rid of your fears in his first time skydiving, and he was like, facing your fear is one of the most blissful things ever. But see, it wasn't the fear of the sign. It was a fear of
what people.
Dreams. I had my dreams and my visions. I had a vision, I wrote it, and I started walking in it. And it was scary because honestly, bro, I saw myself on Time magazine. I saw myself in other nations. I saw millions of people with tiny messages. I saw it. Like I had a vision.
Wow. And that was what scared you.
Yeah, because I was like, is this powerful? Is it? I don't know. Like, are people was kicking me out? And I walk up in there, and I saw somebody I know, and they're like, damn, I needed that shit today. look, the first side was failure is not final.
Bro, if that ain't the push that you need, I don't know what is.
The owner comes around, and so I knew the owner was beforehand. The owner comes around, and I'm sitting there like, oh crap, they about to kick me out. He looked at it. He was like, I appreciate what you're doing for everybody. You didn't even know how long I've been doing this.
Wow.
And so then, since I had good feedback from that place, I went to the second place that night.
Okay.
All right, whatever. So I got a little confidence. People saw me there. The first day he saw me, one of the owner's dads, first day he saw me, he said, I appreciate what you're doing, and cashed at me $100. First day.
Whoa.
This is the first day.
Wow.
So some said, all right, I gave you the vision. I gave you the emotional affirmation. Gave you that physical affirmation.
Yeah.
Monetary affirmation. So I gave you both, whatever. What's up?
Yeah.
Are you gonna multiply it?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So the first day, you had all this. I was saying I was gonna do Tiny Message for like 6 months, and I had just never did. I had never got the. Then finally, I couldn't sleep, and I started feeling people's emotions. I started feeling stuff like, yo, people need help. People need be fed. You are the person I need to go talk to these people that's hurting. You feeling the people that's hurting right now or need your positivity. And so I gave you the confirmations of what you can keep working towards, because it ain't gonna just come to you. But I gave you the confirmations. How you gonna multiply it?
Right.
Here we are today.
Wow. Bro, that's amazing, man. Let me ask you this. Can you remember what some of your biggest naysayers were?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have to say names, but just like.
No. You never, you don't give a naysayer power.
Right.
You don't.
What were some of the things that was said to you, that some of the shade, some of the discouragement, whatever it was that was thrown at you?
The main one, the one that really naysayers didn't bother me, but a naysayer that bothered me beforehand, before this, it had affected me more than I thought. I had a naysayer back in the day, way back in the day, and because I was really silly, they said that my brother was going to go farther in life than me, and this, honest to God truth, God loved him more because he had better hair.
What?
Yeah, so brother or not, your brother goes farther than you or not, I love him unconditionally, so I want him to go to the moon. That's regardless.
Yeah.
You let somebody compare you to someone else, and you're not even worried about who the person they're comparing to. You think about the box that they actually put you in. They're saying like, you'll never really be nothing. So you don't even, when somebody say you're not gonna be nothing, you don't even think about the person they're comparing you to. It's a you that they put in a box, like you're not, you have a ceiling that you'll never get past.
How do you think that it affected you, or how did that affect you?
Oh, it affects you big time because you're not secure in a lot of decisions. You make a lot of uncertain decisions. You make a lot of rash decisions to try and prove that person that was your naysayer wrong. Why prove a naysayer wrong? You don't need to. Why don't you prove you right? Why don't you prove right and set out and do what you want to do? So the beautiful thing about the whole thing is that naysayers' children are some of my biggest supporters.
Bruh, wow.
No, that's why I'll never say their name. But that's why you gotta just keep your feelings out of stuff, because if you got naysayers and haters, okay, you ain't gotta deal with them, because some people around them, they don't know what they've said to you. They're not privy to those conversations, because that person ain't saying the same thing to you. That person that is all a naysayer, they're just negative. And then, you know, if you fast forward to today, the worst thing I got, I got turned down. I was inside a bar, 2200, and the manager came to me, asked me what I was doing, and he's like, "Next time I can't come in with my signs." Okay, cool. But this thing taking off. But I'm gonna remember now. But it's taken off, you know, and I'm sure me and the individual have a conversation again.
Yeah. Wow, that's what's up, man.
Oh man, it was a guy. So I don't know. I think they got a female manager, because it wasn't a female. It might have been owner, whatever the case may be. That's the only place that turned me down. Okay. And I wasn't mad. You know, it was still new, but he saw in there people engaging. You know, I went, "Oh, what, you selling something?" Even the security guy was like, "You selling something?" I'm like, "No." And he just gave me the heads up. He's like, "Oh man, that's dope. Come on in." So it was actually useful to tell your guy at the front, you know. That was the only thing. Outside of that, everything has been more of a reassurance and a confirmation of we got to do this, because this is not just a thing about the sign. This is much bigger. That's the thing about it. It's a culmination of a snowball, something much bigger. Because when I get into the position of power with the right revenue and stuff, we're wreaking havoc for kids' tuition. All right, okay, you can get $100,000 worth of student loans, but you can't give a child that has bright ideas at 17, 18 a business loan. Okay, we ain't got to give him directly that money, but we can get somebody that's an accountant and someone that is that's in that field to actually coach this child, and they don't have to. And you know, you give them a owner's salary or a director's salary or a manager's salary for doing it and trying to start and run their business. Where are those programs at? But you got to have to start that. Okay, you got kids that have crazy ideas. Kids play video games all the time. They want to come with their own games. Okay, where are the technology forums for them to do that? You got to have the resources. You got to have money to do something in tech. You have to. So where is the money for that? Who is going to selflessly give that money? Okay, where's the energy behind that? I'm sure people throw money everywhere and donate. But where is the advocates for that? All right, and if we want to do something in terms of a movement for positivity, where is the most unbiased, direct, positive thing? Once you associate it with it has nothing but the innate nature of positivity, and that is the only way forward. I have no bias towards nothing. If you look at all my stuff, there is nothing biased in it at all. You got to accept it or reject it. You accept or reject. So when we do that as a collective, you accept it or reject it. What are we going to do for that? You get what I mean? And that's where this is going. And we are going to wreak havoc for the betterment and positivity on a broad spectrum, on a macro spectrum, A lot of things are done in micro. I'm doing micro right now, but this turned into macro.
Yeah.
Okay. And once it's there, I'm negative, folks. You better go find a hole. You better find a hole to hide in, because I'm coming for you,
bro. Once you start lifting up and going up higher, they can't even hang on.
Look,
they can't. So we're not even worried about that.
Listen, if you know a bunch of happy people going someplace, right, and you a negative person, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't even want to go over there. Good. Stay over there. Stay over there. Yeah. For real. No, seriously. And everybody's not going to think like you, but or like anybody. The whole thing is, what is your intent within this method?
Right.
And we have to, of course, I give positivity to adults every day. I said, but we have to help this younger generation out. We have to. But who is there outside of just posting dope stuff on social media? Who is directly communicating with them?
Right.
Directly.
Yeah.
I directly communicate with y'all. So imagine if we could bring it to where we're doing it on a macro spectrum, where we're actually talking to each other, actually engaging, actually working and helping directly. What are the odds of a child going to join a gang that's actually smart, that's a genius? He's not even built like that. What are the odds of him getting caught up in that? If someone directly feeding into, everybody got a beast, but what if you feed into that smart, his purpose beast?
Yeah.
And what if we're doing that? If we're doing that to thousands of kids, millions of kids a day?
Yeah.
Then what? Then what?
Yeah.